Man, I like being in the Gamers Grotto and recording. It's fun.
I do too. It's, I don't know. I feel very, not isolated. Isolated maybe is the word. I feel like we've just we've sealed ourselves off in our own like vault.
Yeah.
Like basically, this is you and I. We're prepared. The fucking klaxons go off and they drop the bombs, and we seal ourselves in our own personal fallout shelter, and we realize it's completely full of video games, and
zero food.
There's no food, no water, and there's one bottle of $10 whiskey.
There's like a promotional food item that one of us like got off eBay from like E3 2006 that's like promoting Sonic and the Black Knight or something. And it's like it is inedible, but we're like fighting over it immediately.
Oh yeah. Hey dude, can I have some of your Halo 2 power bar?
No.
No? This has got the Master God damn it, that's the same one that killed me.
It's okay.
It's the same truck that killed my father. It's got the Master Chet on it. Do you remember when I was talking to Sam and Zeke at one point, and I kept calling Master Chief from Halo like Mr. Chet or something like that, and they just slowly got more and more pissed off at me?
It's very funny. I love to pretend to not know the names of very iconic nerd things around nerds.
Oh, well, they can't... They get that, like, vein in their forehead.
Yeah, right.
Like when you went to that vintage stock and pretended you didn't know what Groot's name was.
I know we've told that channel on the story before, but I also love that story.
It's wild to me that a stranger was finally like, it's Groot.
Can you break that rock up there?
Yeah.
Break the rock. Uh-oh, get you guys.
In my mind, that red guy.
Yeah, he's a troublemaker.
He's a bit of a trickster. There's no way around it.
Wow. Anyways, yeah, this is basically like, the Gamer's Grotto is one of the rooms that we would build in Minecraft.
Yeah, this would be part of Fort Thunderhaven 3.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh.
Turtles.
Oh, you don't have enough, though.
That was close.
Still annoying that he took your rings.
Yeah, Tails is a dick.
I
shouldn't have said that. He's a nice kid.
It's okay. Anyways, if you've never played Sonic 3D Blast before, you need 50 rings to enter into the special stages, but they will take your rings regardless of how many you have. So
now, usually, if I came back and gave him one more, he'd let me in,
yeah,
right? Because he's got, like, a bank.
Yeah, it's like a bank, exactly.
Alright, well, we're making good progress. No, I think this is a special game. I don't think it's really good. There's things about it artistically that appeal to me. Again, these tiles.
Yeah.
And I like the dancing, like, Sonic CD-ass flowers.
I like the pre-rendered graphics.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It makes me think of Donkey Kong Country.
It makes me think of Donkey Kong Country as well. A lot of people say that game has not aged well visually, which I disagree with.
I think there's a lot about Donkey Kong Country that's still pretty.
I think Donkey Kong Country is still a good-looking game.
I don't think it's pretty in the way Super Mario World is pretty, but...
I think Super Mario World is a baby game for babies.
No, you don't.
That's not true. I just
prefer you just Sonic hate that I never talk about Super Mario Brothers.
Let's just say Sonic 3.
Yeah, you did.
I don't prefer Sonic 3 to Sonic... Well...
I prefer Sonic 3 to...
I prefer Sonic 3 to Super Mario World. But I prefer Super Mario Brothers 3 to Super Mario World.
Would you prefer Super Mario Brothers 3 to Sonic 3?
Yes.
I think
only
that's
because
foolish.
I'm better at it.
Okay. You've beaten Sonic 3.
No. Like with you. That barely counts.
How does that barely count?
Because if I couldn't do it without you.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I think you beat the final boss.
Bull honk. I don't believe you for a minute.
I think you did.
There's something sticky on the bottom of my glass.
That's not good.
I just clonked the mic.
It's good to get in there and give it a clonk. Instagram knows I'm horny.
Are you?
Now? Currently?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Oh. Ooh, I'm scared. It's okay to be horny now. You're among friends.
You're among friends. You can talk about how horny you are.
Alright, come down here, you bastard. I feel like it's easier to hit Robotnik in the Saturn version.
You may well be right. I'm sure it wouldn't have been hard for them to... I feel like you're right.
Because I feel like a lot of these would not be hitting him if we were playing
I feel like in the Genesis version, you actually have to be, like, aware of, like, where you are above him in the 3D space.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think it seems more like you can just kind of smack him.
Yeah. Robotnik is my dad.
Oh, yeah, no, there's no way around that.
got 16 rings, just like that famous Jack White song.
That's very good. Do you like that first Jack White record?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I do. It's just we can't pause. I know we can.
You can. What do you want from me?
To not poop.
Where's your sense of where's your... You're not
Goodbye!
You're not being sportsmanlike.
I never have been, and I never will be.
So we'll just pop back in on Rusty Run, and we'll be fine. Look, I can't plan these things. It's not like I'm going out to smoke.
If only you could. Okay. Go take a poop, you goddamn dirty bastard.
You should probably save that.
I am.
See you in 45 minutes.
Jesus, okay.
I gotta tell
What's up, dirty boy?
God, can you imagine, like, we're, like, friends, like, everything's cool forever, but as soon as we move in together, anytime I, like, poop or anything, you shame me like I have a problem.
You know I would. Alright, we're still recording, so...
Oh, good.
You dropped a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of precariously perched things.
No.
Yeah. We're going to have to talk about the map. It's different. Completely different for this level.
We're back. The map is completely different for this
level. The map is completely different for this level.
This is a good song.
Yeah, this is probably the best song in the entire... Like, Act 1 and 2 are the best songs in the entire soundtrack.
I agree. Look at this weird tile. Oh, that's cool. Jake, look at this weird tile.
I know, the rickety tile. There's a lot of neat little stuff there. Do you feel like... Okay, this is... Yeah, I know. That little man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's up, Jake? Sorry.
So, first off, what kind of structure do you think we're in? Do you think you're in the ruins of, like, a castle? That's what it feels like to me.
You think so?
What do you think?
I've always got, like, more of a temple vibe.
Okay, I could see arguably... Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's not medieval.
It doesn't seem... Well...
Although there is a knight there.
There's a knight there. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. In the American manual for this game, they say it's the ruins of Atlantis brought back up from the ocean floor.
That's cool.
That is rad. I don't think that's probably the case. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh. Yeah.
Solid avoid.
Thanks. It's my favorite Metal Gear character. Funny or no? Or
no, I think that's I think that's really good. Thanks. Sorry.
No,
I just got a text from Leibowitz.
Yeah.
While you were talking.
Yeah.
You've never met David Leibowitz, but if you ever get the chance, please do.
I've never met anybody from New York.
If you ever get the chance to meet anybody, Max will be here.
Oh, that's not true. I guess I'm stupid. Yeah. I have met Max and Joe.
Yeah.
But I haven't met them
in
New York.
I tell you what, I'd love to go back to New York. Especially if I could sync it up so that, like, people from outside, like Max, who lives near Baltimore now, and nice.
That doesn't even matter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have to go backwards to get Tails?
The scary part of this level is the insane ballerina parts.
Let me put the...
get those guys back in their hole.
Then I will... Oh, Christ. Okay, yes, you have to go backwards to get Tails. Yeah, this is a really good song.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of think of Deus Ex a little bit.
It's really, it's not, I wouldn't call it a ripoff, but it's very, like, we'll listen to that Enigma song later. That entire record, actually, is, do you ever listen to music when you go to sleep?
No, I usually listen to, like, podcast or YouTube videos.
Okay. I listen to either ambient noise or like, albums. And two things I listen to semi-regularly, music-wise, are a dark jazz record that I'm sure you've heard called Sunset Mission by Boren and their Club of Gore, which is a kind of a really interesting kind of ambient noir jazz post. Like, they're very interesting.
Okay.
But I listen to that a lot. It's a really good mood setter. It's very Blade Runner-y. I also listen to Blade Runner soundtrack a lot. Vangelis' first one. But this band Enigma, which is like a Europop band, they have a record that I don't actually remember. It's a really long Roman numeral, like MCX, MMXX, MMI,
Yeah.
whatever. Oh fuck, that's Red Mountain from Sonic Adventure down there.
Think so?
I don't know, man. I wish Sega would let me make those decisions and finally nail down a Sonic World map.
That'd be awesome. I'd love for you to do that. I'd be so proud of you.
Thank you. I would feel proud of me too, but only because I have your pride kind of as the wind
Bolstering
beneath my
you.
wings, yeah. Instagram babe. What was I talking about? Fuck's sake.
The jazz album with the long Roman numeral.
That sounds about right, yeah. Enigma
Fuck. Damn it.
put out this really cool, weird, they're like it's like a weird Europop, whispered sexy female vocals, like with like a full like monk choir thing.
Okay.
And one of the songs on there called Sadness Part 2 is pretty much the Rusty Ruin songs.
All right.
And Richard Jacques even said as much.
Oh, well, you know, at least he owns it, I guess.
Well, that's how I found out about that particular record. It was huge,
really?
but it was when it came out, we were kids, if then.
Hmm. Oh, boy. Oh. Do you ever wish you could meet Sega Sanshiro?
Yeah, I do. I'm worried I would be like,
Too nervous.
yeah, I'd be starstruck, you
Yeah.
know. He's got that scarf.
And he's also got the big Sega Saturn strapped to his back.
Yeah, and he's got that big Sega Saturn.
But he also did die to save the Dreamcast, so I guess we can't meet him. Oh well. It's really nice of him. Didn't pan out in the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you think the Dreamcast failed, or do you think it just couldn't compete with the PS2? It came out too early. Because I don't know, a lot of people I've heard refer
Yeah,
to the
this I
Dreamcast.
love.
It is really cool.
It's really cool.
I've heard a lot of people say the Dreamcast was a failed console, but I don't really know. I think it's very popular and it sold really well, but then the PS2 came out and was like, also we play DVDs, and they're like, oh, shit.
I mean, the PS2's multimedia capabilities were definitely impressive. I think the PS2 was also probably just like, it had probably better software offering across the board.
That's true.
Look
Look at the rain, Jake.
God, yeah, I know. This was a big deal for me when I was a kid. This actually probably explains a lot.
Jake's crazy about rain levels.
Crazy
folks.
about rain levels. I really wish it would storm.
In real life?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I mean, you know, maybe not right
What if
now.
the power cut out and we couldn't play Sega Saturn?
That wouldn't be good.
God, saying play Sega Saturn like that made me think of like being a kid.
Oh yeah. You want to go play some Sega Saturn?
Yeah, I don't know. I never said that obviously because
Sure.
I would have been very small when this console was out. And I also didn't know that Sega made consoles for a very long time.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, I remember learning about the Dreamcast and I was like, what? There was another console?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's funny because like the Dreamcast was my first one.
Yeah, it was not mine. My first console was the PlayStation. Wow.
Which is really cool. I have not spent a whole lot of time with PlayStation 1. Most of my time spent with PlayStation 1 games, I've been doing it on the PS2.
Yeah, I played a lot of PS1 games on the PS1. Obviously, I suppose. It's where I learned to love Tumba and Spyro. I guess I was kind of a late adopter of the PS1, because I never played Crash Bandicoot, but I played a lot of Spyro.
Sure. I mean, are there PlayStation games you played when you were a kid that you remember that you have not visited in like over a decade that you would like to hit? Okay, because I can think of Dreamcast ones I'd love to hit on this show that I am not. That I don't know if they're any good. Some of them I know are good, like Power Stone 1 and 2. I played the shit out of those when I was a kid.
It's mostly licensed stuff for
Yeah.
me that I would like to revisit.
A
and see
Borg's
if
Life.
that's- Well, I actually have played A Bug's Life fairly recently
Oh.
because I picked it up at a thrift store a while back.
How did it age?
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 is another one that I've played
I remember that game.
a long time. Toy Story 2 is actually a very good game.
Huh.
But there's other things like The Grinch, which I
Ah.
remember liking, but being very confused about.
What about the Emperor's New Groove game?
Oh yeah, I do have that here, huh?
Yeah.
I haven't played that in a long time,
Something worth thinking about.
but it's fun, or it was fun. You know, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
still fun.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's also like Monsters Inc. Scream Team. I remember playing that.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, which I recently watched a review for. Not kind.
Oh.
Not kind to that game. And I know I've told you I'm back in the beginning now. I know I've talked to you in the past about how I liked that game.
Sure.
And you were incredulous.
Which
is fair.
I was never nice to you about licensed games in general. There were a lot of games I was not nice to you about.
It's okay. You and me kind of have that thing where it's like one of us says something is good and the other's like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'll believe it when I see it, bitch.
Definitely. Yeah, that's just part of our relationship. There's no way around it.
Oh, right. I'm going back to the beginning. That's why this is happening. I'm stupid. Not that that's an excuse to be mean to each other, but, hey.
That's just how we are. Mean to each other.
We're mostly not mean to each other, but
no.
Sometimes, every once in a while, one of us will say, hey, listen to this song that I really like. And
yeah.
And the other will be like, hell no.
What if, So do you feel like from the first level, do you feel like we went deeper into the temple or like further up? I feel like we're deeper inside it. Like lower down.
Yeah, probably. That's why it's so foggy.
I feel like if you went far enough in this, you would get a part where the walls had crumbled and you would be at like sort of a sandy, shaly beach.
Yeah. We need to go back and get the thing.
And I feel like we could build a home here together.
Certainly.
Platonically, of course.
Yes. One thing you have to realize about me and Jake is that we're really very offensively straight.
Yeah. And that's something I will defend to the day I die.
Oh yeah. It's just how straight we are.
Yeah, it's like we're frustrated with how straight we are. Honestly,
causes a lot of problems.
A lot
of tension in our relationship.
Yeah, because if we could
just be a little less straight, you know.
Yeah.
Think of the possibilities.
Yeah, it's because of how masculine we are.
Yeah.
That we can't do it.
And you'll notice we're always talking about our testosterone levels.
Yeah, or how high our T is.
How high our T is. You're always, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm a little confused here.
This is embarrassing. This doesn't usually happen.
I don't feel like we have this problem when we do it on the Genesis, but the layout can't possibly be different.
No, it is absolutely not different. I think I'm just being dumb. Okay, let me focus. You do the jokes.
Okay, I'll do the jokes. You get those birds.
Collect the yolks.
Get the birds.
Oh, here. Duh.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways, you're always hearing us talk about our T levels, and
our T levels are all, like almost fatally spiking sometimes.
You're always hearing my very deep voice that I have.
Yeah, the incredibly deep voice that we both have.
And you're always
red right hand,
divine and directed by
red right hand.
Yeah, we both sang that song.
Yeah, we're actually Nick Cave is a character we both played. Yeah,
we made him up.
We're also Tom Waits.
We are also Tom Waits.
Have I told you about? Yeah, so like, because we're Tom Waits, so like, well, Sonic the Hedgehog and his friend Tails.
And I bet
ride a bone unicycle.
And I bet you all wondered
into the rivers of hell.
And I bet you all wondered why Tom Waits did that song for Sonic Adventure 2, and that's because he was us.
Yeah, we did it we actually paid for the opportunity to do it. Of course, it was cut out of the game because they cut the character that it was the theme of out of the game. Which is a sad deal.
What was his name again?
Oh, the character that cut out of the game. Yeah. That was our character, basically.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad you asked. It was Jet the Hawk, who they later brought back in Sonic Riders, but with a slight redesign. He was no longer a cigar chomping carny. Yeah. With the voice of Tom Waits. He was just like a bird guy with a skateboard.
He was just like Bird Sonic.
Yeah.
Which, you know what, is okay, but I really do think they're missing out on not using our original design, and we really. It's a shame because we spent a lot of time on his design, and we actually still have the original design document somewhere that we handed over to Sega. Just page after page
binders
of notes about, this is how he looks when he does this. This is how he sounds when he's doing this.
This is the way he moves.
Yeah. This is what he feels about this thing. If this happens, this is how he would react.
If 9/11 happened in the Sonic universe, this is how he would react initially. Yeah. This is how he would grieve through it.
And back then, that was before 9/11 happened.
So it didn't make any sense.
They were like, what is 9/11?
Yeah. And you know what? In retrospect, we should have warned.
We should have told them.
We should have warned everybody
about what 9/11 was.
but we were busy.
We were just really focused on this character that we made.
Yeah. And that's just how it is.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Your turn, my boy.
Well played, my man.
Thank you.
Will you pour me another sip of that drink?
Yeah. Shit sucks.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that's slowing us down, too.
Probably. So maybe we can actually beat this. Guy gave you so much.
Well, I'll drink it slow.
Good. Don't.